Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss on the chapter Reproduction in Organism. In the previous video, we already studied about what is reproduction and the types of reproduction. In the types of reproduction, we have covered up to asexual reproduction and the types of asexual reproduction with particular examples, and also the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So today in this video, we are going to discuss on sexual reproduction and phases of life cycle. First, we will know about what is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the formation of the male and female gametes, either by the same individual or by different individuals of the opposite sex. Here the male and the female gametes are nothing but, for example, if you take in the animals, the male gamete is nothing but the sperm and the female gamete is ovum. When these two gametes are fused together, it undergoes fertilization process and then it forms a zygote. Then it develops into a new individual or new offspring. In this process, what happens? The transmission of genetical characters are going to transfer from parents to offspring. So this is the sexual reproduction. The next one is phases of life cycle. Lifespan of an organism usually includes 4 phases. One is the juvenile phase. Juvenile phase, or we can call it as a vegetative phase. Second one is reproductive phase or maturity phase. Third one is aging and senescence. Last one is death. First one is a juvenile phase or vegetative phase. So before going with a detailed study of juvenile phase and the vegetative phase, we have to first understand that juvenile phase, the term is used only in the animals, and the vegetative phase term is only used in the plants. The juvenile phase term is used in the animals. So in all the organisms, like the animals, have to reach their certain stage of the growth and maturity. Here in the picture we have shown here the goat. Here the newborn goat is there. So in this picture you can see that the small one. So this is known as a juvenile phase, because in this goat we are not yet observing any type of an adult formation or sexual maturity or size. So in this animal we are not observing such type of an characteristics. But in the same, if you see in the vegetative phase, the plants, this plant, in this period what happens? This is the period of the growth between the germination and maturation. Okay, so this is the one of the period of the growth between the germination and maturation. And also in this period what happens? The plants are busy to carrying. In this period the plants are busy for the carrying the photosynthesis, and some accumulation is taking place, the accumulation of the resources that is very necessity for the flowering and the reproduction process in the vegetative phase. So in this phase some photosynthesis process and the accumulation of the resources were taking place to reach the next phase, that is the reproductive phase. So in the reproductive phase, if you take in the animals, the first one, we will go with an animals here. The first in the animals, so in this animals you can see the adult. So the reproductive phase is the reproductive phase. In this phase what happens? The end of the juvenile phase is going to lead with a reproductive phase. In the reproductive phase, if you take in the animals, the sexually matured and can produce the gametes, and also the reproductively these are very active and are having capability to reproduce the new individuals or new organisms. Okay, so if you take in the plants, what happens here? In the plants, they start to reproduce the flowering, where we can observe that the shoots are become leaves. Okay, and they can start to bear the flowers. Like this, the maturity or the reproduction is taking place after the juvenile phase and after the vegetative phase. Okay. So the next one stage is the senescent phase. Here it is the senescent phase. In the senescent phase, or also we can call it as the old aging phase, and this is the last phase of the reproductive phase. And in this phase what happened, in this phase it may be a plants or the animals, those are slow downing its metabolism processes, and also getting breakdowns of its nutrients is taking place in the animals and the plants. And if you take in the plants, there will be a clearly observed the tree is got dried in the condition, and you can see here, and the leaves are becoming yellow and also fall off. So this type of aging is taking place, and then senescent is also taking place. So here the aging is nothing but it is deterioration of the organism's body. Here the deterioration of an organism's body is a aging. So, and also it is slow down in the metabolism function. So one more point we have to understand here, the aging is going to lead to senescence, and the senescence is going to lead the death. Got that? Aging leads to senescence, and the senescence leads to death. So this is about the senescent and the old aging. So for these all the changes of phase from juvenile or vegetative phase, and then into reproductive phase, and or maturity phase, and then into senescent or the old aging phase, for these all phases, the hormones and the environmental factors are the main reason to changes occurs in between these all the phases. So the next one is animals breeding. So we will observe here, based on the time of the breeding, there are the two categorized. There are the two types of animals. Those are categorized into two types. One is the seasonal breeders, and another one is the continuous breeders. So in the seasonal breeders, what happens here, they are reproduced at the particular period of the year. So the name itself is indicating seasonal breeders. So seasonal breeders are nothing but the season wise those animals are going to breed. For example, frog, lizards, most of the birds, deer, etc. So in the seasonal breeders, what happens here? The reproductively in this season, the animals are very active in the condition, and only at the favorable condition, when the suitable condition is going to reach, only at that condition these animals are undergoing for the breeding season. The best example is the frog. The frog is undergoing for the breeding season only at the monsoon period. At this season, these frogs are going for the breeding season. And this is the one example. Like that, so many examples are there, like lizards and most birds are there. And birds are also some of the most particular birds are there which are undergoing for the seasonal breeding. And the next one is the continuous breeders. Continuous breeders is nothing but the continuous throughout the year. These animals are going to breed throughout the year in their sexual maturity. Example is the honeybees, queen, poultry, rabbit, mice, cattle. So here in the continuous breeders, what happens? Honeybees and the queen, such type of the animals were going for the continuously throughout their sexual maturity reaches, remains, so that up to that period those are going for breeding process. But one thing here, the poultry is used, the poultry form. Have you heard about the poultry form? So here the rearing of the hen is occurring. So in this form, what happens? So for the commercial exploitation process, those were treating the hormone treatment for the birds, hormone treatment is given for the birds to lay the eggs throughout the year. If you take that birds in a natural form, so those are the seasonally, some of the particular birds, those will be go for the seasonal breeders. But in the poultry form, what happens, those will give the eggs in the throughout the year up to their sexual maturity. Only this is used for the commercial purposes. So this is the continuous breeders. The next one is the cyclical changes, how the cyclical changes are occurs during the reproduction. When it reaches to the reproduction phase, on the reproduction maturity phase, the slowly there the sexual organs development and some chemical messengers activities are taking place inside the body of an organism. So here in the cyclical changes, we are categorizing into two types of cycles. One is the estrous cycle, another one is the menstrual cycle. So in the estrous cycle, the non-primate mammals are coming under the estrous cycles, and the menstrual cycle, the primate mammals are coming. The non-primate mammals are, for example, cow, sheep, dog, tiger, and the primate mammals are nothing but monkeys, apes, and humans. So now we'll study one by one the differences between the estrous cycle and menstrual cycle. So estrous cycle, when the organisms are actively reproductive, so reproductively very active in the condition, so that time what happens, some accessory ducts and the ovaries as well as some chemical messengers like the hormones are activated or developed in the reproductive phase of the non-primate mammals. In the non-primate mammals, this is the reason why the cyclical changes is occurs in the non-primates. So that is the estrus, is known as the estrus cycle. And in the menstrual cycle, there are some cyclical changes in the activities of ovaries and accessory ducts as well as the hormones during the reproductive phase of primate, that is the primate mammals, is called a menstrual cycle. It is known as a menstrual cycle. So here what happens in the estrus cycle, the estrus cycle is a very short period of the cycle, and also it contains 12 to 24 hours. For example, in the cow, if you take the example of the cow, the heat period is 12 to 24 hours only. So it consists of very short period, and it is followed by a passive period. It is also followed with a passive period. And if you take in the menstrual cycle, here you will see that the 28 to 30 days of period of the cyclic period you will observe, and only at the last few days of this cycle the blood flows in the blood is going to flow. But in the estrus cycle what happens, there is no any bleeding of the blood is taking place. So that is the difference between the menstrual cycle and the oestrus cycle, and that's why the primates were kept under the menstrual cycle and the non-primates were kept under the estrus cycle. And here the females always show the strong sexual urges here in the estrus cycle, and when these urges will be formed, when the time of ovulation, when the estrus period, the heat period we are calling, at that time the ovulation is taking place in the estrus cycle. At that time the sexual urges is occurring in the females, and they are undergoing with the copulation, they are undergoing for the copulation process, and only at this period. But in the menstrual cycle what happens, there is no any sexual urges are taking place. So in this period no any copulation is occurring during at this time of the cycle. So there is a difference between both of the estrus and the menstrual cycle. And the next one is when the female does not permitting the copulation during the menstrual period. And then the last point is that the shading of the endometrium and bleeding do not occur. So here what happens, in the menstrual cycle especially, it consisting of the menstrual phases and proliferative phase and the secretory phase. But it in what happens in the estrus cycle, it doesn't consist of any stages here. It only consists of a very short period of the estrus or the heat period in the estrus cycle. And here what happens, once in the estrus cycle, the broken endometrium is again it is going to reabsorbed. The shedding of endometrium and bleeding do not occur. Why? Because here once the endometrium is getting broken in the estrus cycle in the non-primates, so immediately it is going to reabsorbed in the condition. So here there is no any blood is going to bleed, but in menstrual cycle like in the primates what happens, the shedding of the endometrium and bleeding is going to take place, because here once the endometrium wall got broken, it is passed out during the menstruation and the blood is going to flow at the last few days of its cyclic period. Okay, so in this menstrual cycle. So these are the differences between the oestrus cycle and menstrual cycle. And the examples for the estrus cycle, that is the deer, dogs and tigers, and in the menstrual cycle the examples are monkeys, apes and humans. Thank you.